And this evening I have a very interesting guest. You all know this young lady. She's Managing Director of the Princess Juliana International Airport. Mrs. Labega, how are you doing?
Very well, thank you, Oral.
Well, it's good to have you in the program.
Thank you so much. It's good to be here, and Happy New Year's to you, your family, and your televiewers.
Well, thank you, and same to you and your family.
Thank you so much.
Now, you had a very interesting 2014.
Yes, we did. It was a very exciting 2014. As you know, we celebrated our 70th anniversary, which actually started the end of 2013. It was actually on December 3rd, 2013. And we commenced then with that was the day on December 3rd that we celebrated 70 years anniversary. And we had a whole year planned and with a lot of activities, etc. We started the year off with a whole new marketing strategy, a branding strategy, where we actually used the new IATA code that stimulated the new branding strategy, which is SXM. And it's used, the IATA code is used by many airports, progressive airports around the world. So we started a complete new strategy, and we also updated our website, our www.sxmairport.com website, which is a more interactive website, etc. And it actually shows you the live time when planes are actually arriving, so the planes are arriving and when they're departing, so it's much more interactive, etc. So we started with quite a bit of activities in late 2013 and then in 2014. We also continued in 2014, and as a matter of fact, I know you came to our master class with Dr. Casarda.
Right.
And basically what Dr. Casarda did, he actually, he's known, he coined the phrase Iatropolis. And his vision is basically what we are trying to do for SXM Airport. We want to make SXM Airport not just an airport, but a city airport or an Iatropolis. And I'm sure when you were there, you realized that what that entails, it would be not just focusing on the core business of the airport, however, making it an exciting airport, making it full of activity and a complete center where there's full of experience, etc.
Dr. Casar, I was very impressed with that gentleman. Incredible.
Absolutely.
Are you all going to use some of the recommendations from him?
Oh, absolutely. As a matter of fact, many of the recommendations, we were working very closely with Dr. Casarda as well. He will be here again in January, so the whole airport city concept will be further done. For example, the plans to have a brand new FBO, fixed base operation building, that is part of the whole Iatropolis city. The fact that we have made the airport into a mall concentrating on the non-aeronautical revenue, that's part of the whole experience and the whole concept. And the whole concept is also around speed. And as you can imagine right now, especially with the opening of Cuba, we have to really concentrate on speed and making sure that the experience that we're providing, not only as an airport, but as a complete destination, that we're competitive and that we're positioned St. Martin as well as SXM Airport as the leader in the region. As you know, Cuba is right now the #2 destination in the Caribbean in terms of arrival numbers. And I'm pretty sure now, as a result of the opening of the United States, or the lifting of the embargo, it will possibly become #1. And this makes us more, this encourages us and forces us really to be more on our toes and ensure that we be the premier destination.
I tell you one thing, they don't have that spectacular landing that they have in St. Martin, Cuba, for sure.
Absolutely, and that's one of the things that we feature exactly on our website, the spectacular landing. So there's a lot of things that St. Martin has that's unique to St. Martin. So we boast and we're proud of St. Martin. However, we won't just sit on our laurels and not think about the potential market share that we can lose, particularly from the private jets.
Yeah.
We're #2 behind the Bahamas.
Really?
And yes, we're right #2 in the region behind the Bahamas. And as you know, the Bahamas is #1, particularly because of its close proximity to the United States. And Cuba is right in the backyard of the United States as well. So we have to ensure that we maintain our competitive edge and our positioning and offer the experience and the customer service that the FBO and the general aviation customers want us to deliver.
Now, you've been at the airport for how long now as managing director?
For 3 years, and as a matter of fact, going on 4 years.
Time goes so fast.
Oh, absolutely,
And
absolutely.
you've done a remarkable job.
So much.
And we can see the airport growing and expanding and really playing its role in this community, because that's where most of the arrival by air enter St. Martin.
Absolutely. As a matter of fact, most of our arrivals, and we're a hub airport as well. We're a hub airport for 7 countries. So basically, the economy of not only St. Martin and Saint Martin depends on Princess Juliana International Airport. However, the economies of the surrounding islands as well. And talking about the economy, if you look at it, as a matter of fact, there's not one day. If something happens and an airplane or an aircraft doesn't land at Princess Juliana International Airport, we need to be very concerned. So, I mean, there's numbers of planes that land on a regular basis, and there's not one day that we don't have an airplane that's landing. As a matter of fact, the Princess Juliana International Airport, a survey was done, an economic impact study was done, I'm sorry, by the Central Bank of St. Martin and Curacao. And the results of that impact study showed that SXM Airport at Princess Juliana International Airport actually contributes 52% of employment to the country of St. Martin. So imagine how much employment that is. I repeat again, 52%.
That's a lot.
That's a tremendous amount. And also, if you look at Princess Juliana International Airport in terms of the balance of payments, over 32% of the balance of payments is directly from the Princess Juliana International Airport. And also approximately 17% of the total revenues are provided from the Princess Juliana International Airport. So we're quite a contributor to the economy of St. Martin.
Now, you also are part of the Tourism Authority for St. Martin, right?
Yes, I am. The airport was a critical part in the development of the Tourism Authority, absolutely.
And you're on the board?
Yes, I am. I'm on the board as well.
And it's made up of?
It's made up of private sector individuals. So the Timeshare Association is represented, the 2 ports of entry, so the airport as well as the harbor is represented, as well as the Hotel Association. So the St. Martin Hospitality and Tourism Association is represented.
And I had your colleague from the harbor, Mr. Ming, on last week, and I understand that he was named chairperson of the board.
Yes, he was. He was nominated as chairperson of the board.
So it's going to be, I know you've been involved in St. Martin tourism most of your life.
Exactly.
And
it feels like all my life.
And you did a remarkable job at the as tourist director, and now you're over at the Princess Juliana International Airport. The experience that you bring to the Tourism Authority, I think, is just invaluable.
Yes, it's really interesting because you meet the same people that you practically met when you were tourism director. For example, one of the major wholesalers from the Brazilian market, CVC market, Mr. Guilherme, he came to St. Martin over the holiday period in his private jet, and everyone is always scared that they won't find a place to park. So he contacted me and said, I know you'll make sure that that I have a place to put the jet, to park his private jet. And we were successful in doing that. And that's another reason why it's so important for us to continue with the plans that we were just discussing, that's aligned also with Dr. Casarda's vision and the vision of St. Martin as well, in terms of expanding, because, for example, in terms of parking, there's but so much room to park the private jets, so that's very important, and that's incremental and extra revenue that comes into the coffers of not only Princess Juliana International Airport, but the economy of St. Martin as well.
And I must say, combined, the airport and the harbor are 2 powerhouses. These are the 2 main entries.
Absolutely.
And the pillars of the economy in St. Martin.
Exactly, the engines of the economy, for sure.
Just amazing, because Dr. Casarda spoke about the airport as a metropolis, as a center, and he also mentioned things like people want to have a meeting, they just fly in on the private jet, meet in St. Martin, go back again.
Absolutely.
And it's amazing having a small hotel, all those different
Oh,
things.
absolutely. And in fact, that's part of the second development. So we came to one level. We will be seeking refinancing again. And what the next part of the entire process will be actually a small hotel development with a conference center. And as you could correctly stated, for example, the hub islands, they will be able to come to the conference center, have a conference there right at the airport. So it wouldn't just be an airport. It would facilitate conferences.
Right.
It would bring revenue in. They can have a meeting there. And another important concept, the vision is also to be the training center of the subregion. And with all the expertise that Princess Juliana International Airport has currently, and also those who have been a part of Princess Juliana International Airport, we do provide an enormous amount of aviation training. For example, the air traffic controllers currently give training in Sabre and Statia. So why not become the training center of the region? And we have an opportunity right now to actually offer training to to potential air traffic controllers in Romania. So we are going to further develop that, yes, and we're very excited about that. They went to Florida in the past, and the air traffic controllers, they spent over 10 million over a 2-year period in terms of just training for their aviation experts. And we're investing this year really soon in two simulators, and we will be the training center now for air traffic controllers from Romania, because you know it's cold in Romania 10 months during the year. So what's a better place to come to St. Martin and actually learn to become a pilot, especially with all the promotion, the spectacular landing that's advertised about St. Martin. It just makes it phenomenal. So that's the plan for this year.
And I think it's going to do well because too often, and this is what I heard from people, oh, we're too small at the conference. We can't do that. That's for big places. Where are we going to find this? I think we're too negative without looking at all the positives involved. And
Absolutely.
I just hope that you follow through on most of what he said, because it make a difference.
Absolutely.
It's really going to establish St. Martin as a leader in the Northeastern Caribbean.
Oh, for sure. And not just in the Northeastern Caribbean, we think in the region, for sure, because again, here we are now becoming the training center for those that typically went to Florida. So that just shows Trinidad also offered training, and why not St. Martin? So we need to be positive, and we need to think about what we can offer. We have people here with an immense amount of talent, so why not exploit it and use it to get revenue for St. Martin and for families, etc.
It's amazing. I've been to Puerto Rico and saw the traffic, but in the last 2 years, St. Martin looks a lot more busy than Puerto Rico.
Well, we did, what has happened is we did attract most of the legacy traffic. So St. Martin no longer relies on Puerto Rico. In the past, remember, we had up to approximately 12 American Eagle flights from San Juan to St. Martin. That has been eliminated because we have direct service. We are now a hub. So we are a hub for the rest of the sub-region now. So we have taken away market share from Puerto Rico. We need to maintain that position. We can't just expect that it would always be like that. We also have other islands in the region that are building new airports. So it's very important for us to ensure that we provide the type of service, the type of intelligence. So to be a quick, everything is IT right now. And of course, self-service, the iPhones, etc., the mobile phones. So we need to be efficient in that sense, please, in that sense also, because airports will be having the most updated technology. So in 2014, as part of our development, we also upgraded our entire IT system. So we're more of an intelligent airport right now as well. We have check-in kiosk, etc.
I noticed also too, you all had ginger lighting on to LED. That's a lot of savings.
Absolutely. In fact, our whole guiding principle, and we highlighted that in 2014 as our 70th anniversary, is to become a green airport, going green. And part of going green, the entire runway, in fact, we were one of the first airports to use LED lighting. In fact, it took a while for us to get approval for that. We have approval, and we're very proud of that. It's going to save us a substantial amount of money. The entire airfield is packed, is basically an LED airport, a LED lighting airport. We're also, in terms of our system, in terms of watering the plants, etc., we're doing that as well. So we have a complete, what is that system called?
So the water,
like a recycling system.
Oh,
It's sort of like a recycling system. So it helps to save water and to conserve water, and at the same time helps with our landscaping, etc.
So you're gonna take the water, and instead of just throwing it away, just recycle it.
Absolutely, the gray water.
That's good.
And we also have a partnership with the Nature Foundation. So, and where we planted in 2014 the mangroves, and those plants and those trees we replanted to the Bel Air area, because as a result of the storm, Gonzalo, you know, he really had an affection with plants and trees. So we worked together with the Nature Foundation to replant the mangroves there, etc. And we have a good partnership with the Nature Foundation.
What about the breakfast program that you also sponsored?
Very important. That was one of our major launches for the 70th anniversary, was the fact that we felt that every child in St. Martin, in having those discussions with the public schools and the principals, etc., that every child in St. Martin should go to school on a full stomach. So in partnering, in discussions with the schools, what we did is we launched the Breakfast in the Box program, the Held Fast program, where we feed over 300 students on a daily basis. So that's going quite well, and that was part of our 70th year celebration.
You also have a send-off for the students that are going to study abroad, especially for the Netherlands?
Absolutely. We give them a cannon salute send-off. We do that every year. It was spectacular in 2014. And something else we did in 2014 was we had a flash mob with Art Save Our Lives Foundation with Nicole DeWeaver. That was really great at the airport. So definitely, as part of our 70th anniversary, education played a very important role. And going back to the breakfast program, we're hoping that in the United States, for example, the breakfast program started as a pilot program in 1968. By 1975, it was a full entitlement program, feeding over 13 million kids a year, students a year, and it's a $3 billion program. So we're hoping that the breakfast program will become an entitlement program where every day a St. Martin child will not have to go to school on an empty stomach.
You also give scholarship for young pilots.
For sure. As you can see, education is one of our driving forces and our main principles. So we started with we started a scholarship program. It's based on merit. And we actually named the scholarship program after a pioneer in St. Martin. She's the first woman air traffic controller. Her name is Jean Christian, and sort of the scholarship is named after Jean Christian.
Stand right in the middle in the photo.
Exactly so. Exactly so. She's an amazing lady. And the first recipient of that program was actually Kevin Jeffers, who has just successfully completed his pilot program.
Very good. So I guess he'll probably be flying for Winnie. No.
Absolutely. That's what we hope. We're hoping so, for sure. And they have committed to him flying for Winnie as well.
You also did a lot in terms of education and promotion. Mr. Rentland was here from the Netherlands.
Absolutely. As a matter of fact, he was here exactly during the period of when we launched the aviation scholarship. And as you know, he's a huge aviation expert. I believe he wrote a book on the Flying Dutchman. He wrote that book. So he was here, and he attended the award to Mr. Jeffers, to Kevin Jeffers as well. So it was really a nice evening, a nice activity.
I love the pelicans.
Oh, well, you know, we all do. The pelican is our national bird. And many people, we just talked about the students. You should see the students taking pictures of the pelicans before they're leaving. It's a national bird. And as you know, our national bird, it symbolizes courage, as our own Lasana Sekou said in the National Symbol book. It symbolizes courage. perseverance, all the qualities that we as St. Martiners stand for.
You know, I mean, the pelican is our national bird. It's a bird that really, it's a beautiful bird. I take pictures in the pond by me almost every morning, and they're coming back stronger, so that should tell you something.
For sure, and as you know, Oral, as I just indicated, it encourages, it symbolizes what is as indicated in the national symbol by Lasana Saku, courage, and we're a courageous people. And we look also where it ties into the airport. In most countries of the world, one of the developments is to develop around the area with something cultural. And we didn't want to be an exception. So actually the roundabout and specifically the Pelicans was a gift to the government of St. Martin on the 70th anniversary, as well as to the people of St. Martin.
I see visitors taking pictures there.
Absolutely. In the day, in the night, all times of day. They they're really proud. They really enjoy the Pelican, and they use it as postcards, etc.
You also support the carnival.
Absolutely. It's the major event of St. Martin, so for sure we were a big supporter of the Carnival Foundation and Carnival. We came out in a big way during the 70th anniversary with Carnival. Carnival does a lot for the economy, does a lot for the airport. People come in during the Carnival period, and we want to make sure that that is sustainable.
I was surprised when I saw the airport because, you know, when you go back to the 80s, early 90s, the hotels was a part of Carnival.
Absolutely,
now all
that's true.
Out.
That's true. They would have troops during the Carnival, etc. So hopefully that will come back again.
It's nice to see the airport, GBE, you know, everybody getting. Yeah. So how you, looking back at your 3 years at the airport, looking back at your tenure at the as director of tourism, St. Martin, and seeing how you feel about the island today. I mean, you should have an idea how you feel.
I feel very positive about the island. I think there's a lot of opportunities to grow the island. I think we could be a sustainable destination. I think we could be a force to reckon with. So I'm very positive. I'm very positive of the developments that we're going to be embarking on at the airport, which is going to generate quite a bit of employment for the people of St. Martin. We're going to continue to ensure that we are the leading hub, and the hub that not just is important to St. Martin, but the rest of the surrounding islands, because we need to be. We don't want someone else to take over our position. So I'm very positive and optimistic about St. Martin.
So 2015, we're going to see a lot more business, more aircraft, everything else.
For sure. A lot more activity around Princess Juliana International Airport.
You know, I really want to thank you for coming in. As I said, you know, seeing the airport and seeing how beautiful and how clean it is, that is something you don't see many places. The airport is clean. You're doing a great job. Keep up the great work. And anything close you want to add?
Yeah, well, I would like to congratulate everyone who had anything to do with the airport over the past 70 years. I'm sure there's at least one person in every St. Martin family that has worked at Princess Juliana International Airport. Princess Juliana International Airport grew because of St. Martin people, is the way it is because of St. Martin people. And I continue to thank the workers at Princess Juliana Airport for making it the leading airport in the sub-region, and continue to do so. And thank you for having me on the program.
Thank you, and wish you all the best and your family for this year 2015.
Same to you and your family, all.
Again,
viewers.
I'm really impressed with the airport because I travel often, and one of the things that strike me, I gotta say it again, the cleanliness of the airport. It's beautiful, it's clean, and people are happy. Keep up the good work.
Thank you so much.
And that's it for now. Thank you again. I'll see you next time right here on Speaking of Everything. Till then, good night. Take care. Bye.